Good evening, everyone. I welcome you all on today's episode, and I remain your humble host, Bruno. Welcome to this channel, Bruno's Studios. Yes, before we were going with Bruno Entertainment TV, but we just did a change of name. We will now be addressed as Bruno Studios from now onwards. So let's dive right in. Today's topic is anger. And there is a reason why I chose this topic. A lot have happened recently, and I feel that because of the happenings in the country, a lot of people don't know how to manage their anger again. Anybody they see, they pour out all their anger on that person. So today, our topic is anger. We are going to talk about the definition of anger, the types of anger, how to avoid anger. Then today I'm going to be needing the help of the internet. So after reading from the internet and explaining, I will now say my own 2 cents. First of all, what is anger? And according to my search here, it says, and I read, anger is an intense emotion that responds to perceived provocation, hurt, injustice, or frustration. It is a natural and sometimes necessary emotion that signals when something is wrong or boundaries have been crossed. However, if not managed well, it can lead to negative consequences, both emotionally and physically. So I just read the definition of anger. Now, I don't need to say much. We all had what I read, but I want you to keep this in mind. However, if not managed well, it can lead to negative consequences, both emotionally and physically. And I want to explain this. Before we go ahead, let me chip in something. To be angry is normal. Everybody feels that way. It's emotion. Just the way you feel loved, you feel love for something, you feel pain. That is the way anger comes in. There is something somebody might do to you. Somebody might cross boundaries. You people are yapping each other. There is something that person might say that is too personal to you. The person just crossed the boundary, and you might take it physical. That is why they said, how you manage it. By this point that this person have crossed your boundary, how you now managed it determines the outcome. There is a way you will manage it. It will hurt the other person emotionally. There is a way you will manage it. It will hurt the person physically. Those people that uses blue to settle their own differences. That is physical damage. But under these people, which is the worst of it all, with these people that use mouth to kill. Because anything you tell somebody that hurts that person emotionally, that person hardly forgets. If you beat somebody, the wound might heal. Unless you kill, none of them is good, but try to understand where I'm coming from. If me and you exchange blue, wounds go heal, we go be party again. But there is something I will say to you. Even if we come back to be friends tomorrow, you will never forget that thing. That thing have shaped the way our friendship will now be going forward. So I don't want to go further. How you manage your anger matters. Being angry is normal, but how you manage it matters. Let's go to types of anger. Number 1 on the list is passive anger. Passive anger, and I read, indirect expression of anger. Example, silent treatment. Often repressed and can lead to resentment. Number 2, open brackets assertive anger, expressed in a controlled and respectful way, can be constructive, lead to problem solving. This number 2 is very important. Number 3, explosive anger, in brackets aggressive, sudden outbursts or rage, often intense and violent, can damage relationships and lead to regret or harm. Number 4, chronic anger, ongoing resentment or bitterness, often tied to past experiences and can lead to stress or depression. Number 5, self-inflicted anger, anger directed inward, often involving guilt, shame, or self-criticism, can be damaging to self-esteem and mental health. 6, judgmental anger, directed at others based on perceived moral or personal failure, often rigid, based on blank and white thinking. Judgmental, that is the 6th one. So I will pick a few of these and explain, and we move ahead because I don't want this video to be that long. I believe that you heard what I read out, but there is one that I read out here. I never knew it is part of anger. I never knew. And that one is this number 5, self-inflicted anger. Anger directed inwards, often involving guilt, shame, self-esteem, can be damaging to self-esteem and mental health. You doubting yourself, you don't know it's a form of anger. Why? Somebody made you to be doubting yourself, or somebody told you something that made you to doubt yourself. It's part of anger. That guilt you feel. What is it that you've done that nobody have done that makes you feel that so much guilt? It's normal to feel guilty, but don't dwell in it. Feel guilty, come out of it, move forward. And moving forward, you correct your mistake. Everybody, any man that have not made mistake have not started life. I'm telling you. So whenever you make a mistake, you come back, think, this is where I got it wrong. Moving forward, we take this way, no more this route. And stop being, most of you treat yourself badly just because you are feeling guilty of a particular thing you did one certain time of. Guilt is part of anger. So it's part of the topic we are talking about. Then they say shame. What are you ashamed of? What are you ashamed of? Self-criticism. Normal criticism is fine. You are doing this thing and you know you are not doing it well. You can criticize yourself. I don't like this job I'm doing. You do better. But because you are improving and you see others moving ahead of you, and because of it they are criticizing yourself. Look at people I started before them. They have gone ahead of me. Blah, 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 blah. It's part of anger. Reduce it. And there's another one I want to go into. This one that they say, the worst form of anger. I always tell people that my friends and people that I work with, my colleague, I always tell them, if I do anything bad that makes you or made you angry, talk to me. If you keep holding something in your chest for somebody, the day you fail to hold it, the day it will now be too much, and you decide to let it out, it's going to be crazy. Whenever someone offends you, there is a way to approach the person. If that person is still vibrating, leave that person. Calm down. Most times, you people don't know that even your silence is more powerful than you raising your voice or punching blow. Even your silence is more powerful. Imagine someone is raising his voice at you, and you just kept mute and left. But most of you would like to show power. I've seen where someone is raising voice, and the other person couldn't hold on. He now went. Only one. He did not even punch. He just pushed the person, and the person fell down and died. This same person that rushed and pushed this person was not the one that first rushed this person and was not telling him to wake up. Have you seen the way you embarrassed yourself? A lot of people are walking dead. Let me tell you, a lot of people are sick, and you don't know who is sick. Something happened recently. Somewhere I heard a bus driver hit one woman's car, and the woman went to the driver, just pushed the man, and the man fell down and died. Just that. Just like that. And something happened recently. A young boy jumped fence to pick ball that went over the fence to someone's house, and the person picked up the gun and shoot the boy to death. What sort of anger will make you do such thing? Learn how to manage your anger. And as I'm saying this, I'm going to tell you this. You know, most of you, when you do your thing, you feel that anything you do, you will be forgiven. And that's why most of you misbehave. There is no sin that you do. Well, this would be a topic for another day. But I will tell you now, there is no sin that you will commit that you won't be punished for it. The only thing mercy of God save us from is to reduce our punishment. Tell me anybody in the Bible that went against God or that sinned against God and God forgave them totally. Starting from Moses. Moses, what is his sin? Hit this thing 3 times. He went and hit it 4 times out of anger. What was his punishment? A journey that they were supposed to go for 4 days, they ended up doing it for 40 years. Not only that, the same person was not allowed to enter the promised land. Not that God did not forgive him, but for disobeying God. Samson, same thing. Samson said, grew up. Yes, but did Samson come out of that building that he pushed down at last? No. The list are countless. So whenever you are dealing with your fellow human being, treat everybody. That's why they say the greatest thing you can do for yourself is to love your neighbor as yourself. Because if I love my neighbor as myself, I cannot do to my neighbor what I cannot do to myself. But most of us, if somebody is not blood related to you, you treat that person anyhow. And that is why somebody can easily kidnap somebody and does not feel anything. Somebody can easily kill a fellow human being and do not feel anything. Somebody can easily bash anybody because he's not from same ethnicity as you. Where is the brotherly love? Where is humanity in all this? And in all these things, now we carry religion for head pass. Well, this is a topic for another day. I don't want to come and bore you with it. All I'm saying is, in this period, a lot of people are not well. Manage your anger. Silent treatment is the best. I've always told people, whenever you are angry, just keep short. Just do it for 30 minutes. You will see yourself coming down. If you stay there more, and maybe the person is still raising voice, because mainly people that do this thing is women. If you're having an issue with woman, don't stay there. Leave. If you stay there to hear whatever she will say, you will end up saying something or hitting her. Because what comes out of your mouth is always painful. Because they can't beat you, so they use their mouth to inflict pain on you. So whenever you are in such situation, and one is raising his voice, saying things that will annoy you, leave that place instantly. Leave that place. Go and do another thing. Forget everything that happens. Come back. You will see that same person shouting at you. Because of the way you handle this, if you come back, don't even mention what happened earlier. That person will come to beg you. But if you start exchanging words, something will lead to something. You will see yourself making use of your hand or saying something that you can't take back. Let's learn how to manage our anger. Treat everybody as a human being. There's somebody that will be raising his voice or her voice. You don't know what that person is passing through. You step on somebody and you say sorry. All of a sudden, the person starts to raise his voice or her voice. Ask him, hope everything is fine at home. Or you can just walk away. Don't be there as exchanging words with the person. I always tell people this. it will not lead you anywhere. Nobody is going to win in that banter you people are doing with your mouth. It's going to end up going physical, and it might not end up well. Because if you kill that person, nobody is going to listen to you that I stepped on him, I said sorry, blah blah. Nobody is going to hear that. You've killed somebody. Unless you prove it's an accident, which you can't. So life is lost. Please. I know a lot is going on. A hungry man is an angry man, but it's not that person that is your problem. Let's learn how to manage our anger. By so doing, we are together making the society a better place for all of us. Thank you so much. I remain your humble host, Bruno, and this is Bruno Studios. Subscribe and follow us on all our social media platforms. Thank you. See you some other time.